Today we are going to talk about very, very quick ways and effective ways to use the Active Life movement screen for group classes to figure out how you can get people doing a better version of their exercise right now without having to deal with any of the aches and pains that are frustrating them. We're going to have absolute star athlete Dr. Sean Pastuch deadlifting. And let's just say that in between sets of his deadlift, it seems like Sean might be experiencing some discomfort. Let's see what happens in the wild.
Should I deadlift this with immaculate technique?
Yeah, let's get 5 reps. Let's get 5 reps that look really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
And so whether this is in class or you just notice someone doing this in open gym, whatever it is, let's say he puts his barbell down and it looks like he might be experiencing some discomfort. He does the side-to-side bend. Sean, you having some low back pain after that?
Just tightness. I always get tightness.
Always after deadlifts?
Yep. Anything from the floor.
Real quick, put your feet underneath your hips for me. Just stand, knees straight. Can I see you reach down as far as you can? What do you feel here? Stay here for a second. What do you feel?
Just tightness in my low back, and that's about as far as I go.
Anywhere else?
No.
Got it. You can stand up for me. All right, I have a really, really good idea for you. Interested in being able to deadlift without any low back pain?
That'd be great.
Got it. Here's what we're gonna do. Grab this, put this underneath there for me.
I shouldn't use the ones that we already took out for this?
Oh yeah, let's use those. That's a good idea. Let's grab one of these 45s and pick the bar for me.
Okay, we can do it the hard way too. Go for it.
Great.
Just what's the part there?
Coach. I didn't want him to do another rep. There we go. Show me 5 reps. Tell me how this feels on your low back. I like that position.
It's way more comfortable.
Okay.
This is like night and day.
Let's just finish the set out. Tell me what you feel at the end. All right, talk to me. What do you feel in your low back here?
Nothing. I just feel my hamstrings and my butt.
Golden. So very, very quick way to make sure that someone can start getting the stimulus they want. If you notice that when you run this test, hit that test for me, and this person isn't touching the floor, we now start to understand they don't have a certain amount of length in their posterior chain that we would like them to be able to achieve for this. Not only that, they're not feeling it where they would like them to feel it. A point of performance for standing lumbo-pelvic flexion test is that they can touch the floor, they feel a stretch in their glutes and or hamstrings. If someone both feels it in their low back just during this passive test and they're not touching the floor, it's showing you that there are 2 indications that they don't have what they need right now to be able to safely pull off the floor. And a very easy way to accommodate that is whatever length they're not achieving when they reach for the floor, just give them that length with a surplus off the floor. They're going to be able to hit their backside the way they would like to without experiencing any discomfort. Let's look at our next test. Let's grab that big, I don't know if you can handle that one. Let's use the lighter one. Let's say someone's swinging a kettlebell.
Oh, you want to use one that's already on the floor for this?
Yeah, let's do that.
Got it.
I really like your thinking there. Let's say someone's hitting American swings, and every time they go over, they're doing a pretty big bend in their elbows. Sean, rest for a second. Do you have any shoulder pain with this?
No.
Okay. Real quick, can I see you with your elbow straight? Bring your biceps to your ears. Okay, what do you feel here?
Just that's the end of my range of motion. I kind of want to shrug.
Can I give you a little more? Tell me what you feel.
Sure.
Okay, tell me if there's any discomfort. What do you got?
Discomfort.
Okay, perfect. I like the bend that you're keeping in your arms there. Keep it there.
Yeah. Fucking Casey keeps saying I'm cheating.
Why? Because you're not straightening your arms out all the way? You can tell Casey to talk to me about that.
How about you just go tell Casey to mind his own business?
The way you're doing this is absolutely perfect. Great. So Casey should be minding his own business, and now you understand that cueing Sean to have his arms all the way punched down next to his ears is probably dangerous for him. If someone's shoulder abduction test is showing you that they cannot, you can stop whenever you want, but you probably have an exercise in a week, so keep those up. If someone's arms aren't getting all the way to their ears, and they have discomfort when they try, it's an indication that you should not be cueing them to punch their arms all the way straight overhead. They should be bending their elbows. Let's say that someone is hitting a strict press with a barbell. If they hit 5 reps, and at the end of their rep, they maybe indicate that they have some shoulder pain. Either they tell you, or it looks like they're rubbing it. How does this feel?
My neck feels tight when I press overhead.
Both sides or just the left side that you grabbed?
Usually just the left. Sometimes it goes into both though.
Okay. Can I run a quick screen to see what's going on with your shoulders? Maybe better understand why that's happening. Do me a favor, lie on your back for me. Okay, one arm to the ceiling. Keep your elbow straight. Let that fall comfortably overhead. Okay, what do you feel?
Nothing.
Nothing. Can I see the other side? Do the same thing. What do you got?
Nothing.
Can I see you do both? Okay, perfect. You see how your hands don't get to the floor?
Yep.
Full range of motion in your shoulder would mean that those fall to the floor.
Got
It
it.
makes sense to me that you feel that in your neck when you're pressing overhead, because when you press overhead, you're forcing your shoulders into a position that they don't have right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you think that's why I get pain with pull-ups too?
It very well could be, and we can continue to look at that. You want to see a way to press overhead without having to deal with any of this? All right, perfect. Two big options that I want you to be able to choose from depending on the stimulus of the class. If it's fast and you're moving quickly like this, I want to give you a pair of dumbbells.
Okay.
Let's press the same ones. We can find half the weight of those. But for now, I just want to know how your shoulders feel at the end. Talk to me.
More comfortable because I don't have to get so close to my head with my shoulders.
Perfect. Let's rack those. I want you to try it with the weight that you should be. Let's grab the 25s for now. Just show me 5 reps. I want to know if you feel it in your neck. If you don't feel it in your neck, then that's your weight. Shoulders are going to get just as jacked, if not more so. Neck discomfort with that?
No.
Excellent. Rack it. Very, very easy way to make sure that someone doesn't have to be locked into a position that they won't have. Anything you want to add to that?
If they do feel discomfort with the 2 arms, you can try 1 arm at a time.
If they do feel it with discomfort with both sides at the same time, try it with one. And the other option, depending on stimulus and if dumbbells even are providing irritation to them, a landmine is a phenomenal setup for them. Quick reminder for the landmine setup, for those of you who haven't seen it. If you have a landmine attachment, use it. If you don't, putting it in the corner of a room. If that's not an option, you can put the end of the barbell inside the hole of a 45-pound plate. 2 stacked on top of each other for weight is even better. If someone is missing an egregious amount of motion, if they're lying on their back and that's as far back as it goes, the landmine is where they're going to be for this. You can load that up pretty heavy without them being irritated at all. Sean, can you set up a front squat for me?
Like get into a front squat?
Let's get into a front squat. Let's say someone is either receiving a barbell in a clean, or they're just doing strict front squats, or they're doing thrusters, and you notice or they complain about some knee pain, or maybe even a pinch in the front of their hip. One more of those?
It bothers me every time.
What'd you say? You said it bothers you?
Me every time.
Tell me more. Stop for a second. Where do you feel that?
Front of my left hip, like my hip, I think my hip flexors is just stiff.
You feel some stiffness here?
Yeah.
Can I run a screen on you real quick, see why that's happening?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, lie on your back.
So it's not my hip flexors?
Could be, we'll find out.
Okay.
All right, just relax me. Arms out to the side. I'm just gonna try to bring your thigh to your rib cage, see what you can do. Tell me what you feel here.
On that side, it feels fine.
Okay. All good here?
Yeah.
No issues?
Nope.
Okay, I like it. I'm gonna try the other side.
Starting to feel that pinch in the front of the
Right
hip
here?
again. Yeah.
Okay. Here
A
too?
little bit, but a little bit less. Yeah, I feel it up there.
Okay, perfect. Stand up for me for a second. Grab that barbell, put it in your front rack. Squat to the corner of this. Tell me what you feel.
Feels a little high, but otherwise.
But no pinch? Okay, perfect. Rack that for a second.
I think the squat's better.
Rack it, rack it. I'm gonna set you up again. I just wanna know. Okay, you didn't feel the pinch though, correct?
No, correct.
Squat to these, tell me what you feel.
Better.
No pinch?
No pinch,
that-
and it feels deep enough.
Perfect. No pinch and it feels deep enough. If you find that someone is experiencing a pinch there, measuring to find out exactly what available range of motion their hip has before you have them hit weight under load to a depth or with a speed that's going to irritate it even more is a really good idea for them. This way you can dial in the height specifically to what their hip has available, get them all the gains they want with that range of motion, and not have to put them into compromising situations.